What's going on, everybody? Yes, sir. We're back again. Sideline to baseline with MB and Klew. What's going on?
You forgot something, Klew.
Oh, see? Hey, and you know what? Hey, and you know what? I did that on purpose too. You know why? You see how you were off camera.
Yeah, exactly.
I see you. And so now we see you.
I don't blame you. Hey, I was about to change the name.
Yeah. You
Y'all
see
so
who in the
shady. Shady.
You
Listen,
should.
I'm
You
back.
know what?
All the drama stops because I'm back now. What we talking about today?
Hey, look, you changed that up, that MB, and I ain't gonna say the name.
Brown sugar.
You put Diva on there because she come on and off when she get ready.
Y'all have had wonderful people on the show filling in.
Hey, you hear about it? Hey, her management call us and tell us she ain't. We can't even talk to her. We get an email and we say, hey, for the next 6 weeks I'll be gone. I'm like, whoa.
Hey, and I want a raise.
It'll be, and we got that thing hit our email box about 10 minutes before the show.
Whatever.
We got hey, Klew, we got a lawyer. She got a couple lawyers over here. Come on, Delani. Come on.
See what I'm saying? This is awful, man. I tell you what, this is awful. We trying around here, man, and trying to do the best we can. LB and Shelly took over. She started the show, stopped the show, started her own show on the side. I've been saying on the other. I'm like, how you on other people's shows?
Exactly. Tell
you ain't even hollering at us.
Hey, Klew, she was holding out for a raise. She was trying to get paid like those tight ends just got paid this year.
Yes, sir. Hey, and you heard your boy Kelsey let him know, boy, I sure like that money getting floated around.
Exactly. They getting paid. Show me the money. That way she was trying to call Jerry Maguire. She trying to get a ring. Whatever it takes, man.
Hey, look, and talking about a little bit of change, that money, and talking about the NFL, man. I think it was you and your own stumping ground, man. They sending boys away for sneaking them in. They sneaking them in around here.
Oh yeah, man, my man over there in Seattle Seahawks, man. Hey, bro, and we talk about that coronavirus. I told you, bro, they can't have no bubble. I told you, hey, bro, I told you they were trying to find a way out. The only way the NFL can have a bubble is, man, at Alcatraz or something, man. You got to put them on a survivor island and whatnot.
Please, the power of the woman. That's how that was. He couldn't help it.
That joke act like it was Halloween, man. He had her wear an outfit trying to pretend like she wanted to play it.
No, I love your input, Shelly, but tell me, like, how she gonna disguise herself like she a player? I'm like, talk us through that, Shelly. How would they ever gonna get away with that?
Oh, no. She probably put some bait. Hey, what you say? You know, I
hope she couldn't pass for a player, because if that's so, he'll need to be into his room. That's the problem, okay?
Oh, gee.
MB, I couldn't say that, so that's why I
know. Only she can say it, man. Oh my God, you're right.
That's the first thing I said. Like, how dumb can you be? Unless. Okay.
Oh man, well, Renee said she could have been at least 10. Hey, she got cut.
She better be a 12, Renee.
Hey, I tell you what, man. Like, what position was she trying to say she was playing? You know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord.
Hey, now of course you mentioned the corona, and obviously, you know, that's why the security is the way it is, and it was a dumb move just because of this time, the situation. You know, that's just a huge dumb move. He's a undrafted, free agent. That's me, man. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't violating no rule.
Right.
However, I never knew that was a rule, MB. I saw a lot of things every training camp. I never knew that was illegal. So how about that?
You say what? Say that again.
I never knew that was illegal.
Oh, having a girl in your room.
Exactly, because
I don't know
a training camp that didn't happen.
wait, hold on.
I was not shocked because of the time.
Wait, Klew, hold on. Klew, time out.
I'm trying to figure like when that wasn't going on.
Klew, hold on. Time out, Klew. We got a question. We got a statement. We got a statement, right?
You said what position did she play? Renee said she was a running back because she was running right back out the
door. She's trying to go beast mode.
No, it wasn't no rule because I used to be up in New Albany with y'all.
No, but hold on. On Seattle, they had a rule, right? No, at Seattle,
the Giants ain't had no rule.
No rule. That's what I said.
Yeah, but
you had me come with my suitcase. I'm in the door.
Hey, you gonna give me a fine?
You heard me, MB. I said, when did that rule begin?
No. Truth be told, at Seattle, all right, and I'm assuming at most training camp now, just because of all the stuff that happened, or allegedly stuff that happened with guys, man, they shut that thing down. You can't have nobody because they're staying at a hotel, and then you got roommates and stuff like that. You can't have family come inside. They shut it
because of what's going on in the world.
Well, not just what's going on, even before coronavirus and stuff. That was a rule. You can't have anybody in your room. You just can't. Not at training camp in Seattle because they're at the hotels and stuff. So that's a running rule. That has nothing to do with coronavirus. That's the rule at Seattle, and I'm sure it's the rules at other places.
MB, this was our room check. You hear? Yeah. That was the room check.
Right. Because most coaches, they tied because they got to do the room check. They tied anyway. They just looking in the room and all that. They are just peeking you there, just like you said. They try to go
listening for a voice. They ain't even care.
Exactly. They ain't even looking. A lot of times
with me, MB. I went to bed so early, they ain't even know. I don't even know if they came or not.
Exactly.
I be knocked out. I don't even know what happened.
Yeah. But no, that's what happened there, Klew. I know at Seattle, I could talk for that, is that you can't have anybody in your room. I mean, you can't have nobody in the room, no visitors, nothing like that. And for that dude to take a chance like that, man.
I bet he'll think twice.
But that's the thing what I'm talking about. But just but listen, but this is what I'm talking about. You think about like coronavirus, we think about like those restrictions and it's even more intense now. And you see dudes trying to find a way to beat the system,
Like I said, I bet he'll think twice.
Yeah, he'll think twice.
Ain't that much.
Yeah, no doubt. But you know what? And then you gotta understand, he the low man on the totem pole. I read somewhere his signing bonus, he got like a $2,000 signing bonus as an undrafted player.
That's me,
right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Klew, he was like one of the lowest, and that was one of the lowest signing bonus this year. You can't take those type of chances. They looking for somebody to make an example out of, Because I remember Jimmy Johnson when he was at the Cowboys, and John Roper, linebacker, man, fell asleep in the meeting, right? And Jimmy cut him. He cut it. They look for opportunities like that to make statements. Jimmy cut him, right? And then somebody said, well, what happened if Troy Aikman or Emmitt Smith would have been sleeping? What would you
snoring.
do?
He said, you need a pillow.
He said, I would have went over and say, hey, Troy, Emmitt, wake up. You know what I'm saying? So you can't do it. So you got to know who you are, man. You dude, man, make a mistake like that, man. Shame on him, man.
Like Renee said, everybody in his hometown need to fight him just off his choice.
Exactly.
We should have added him to the prayer.
Oh yeah, we should have prayed for him this morning. Bless his heart.
Bless his heart. Go on, Klew. What you got? What you got?
No, I'm interested to know, like, are they carding them when they come in and stuff like that? Because we just never had. Remember, the security guys in a away game would be on the floors, but that's as secure as I remember, MB.
Yeah, nah, it's different. I'm telling you, when you because of everything that happened, lawsuits and whatnot. I mean, a lot of teams not taking a chance. They're not like you can't have them in your room. Period. You
But
know,
that's just stupid right now during coronavirus.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, it's already a big window for the NFL. Like the NBA, at least they're in the bubble. But now you're trying to add people in. That's just like when we took Mackenzie to school, everybody's trying to tell the other students, follow the rules because we don't want to have to go home. Dude, follow the rules if you want to play. I don't understand that. That's stupidity.
Yeah.
That's stupidity.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. Follow the rules, or we ain't going. Oh, so we don't have to go home. So what are they saying, Shelly? Like if it hits a certain amount of kids or something.
Oh yeah, they're going back. They're going back to online learning. They're like, listen, and folk reporting people. I mean, they calling anonymously, talk about, yo, he don't have no mask on. They're not social distancing because people don't want to go home.
Oh man, y'all done turned the whole college scene is 6'9" around here. All these Takashis in the world now. Man, that's what we raising, a society of Takashis, man. Of course, he finna go diamond around here, man. Everything he touched finna go diamond. If that's what they forcing us to Takashi around here. So hey, look, this is amazing. Speaking of the Corona, MB, you brought up baseball, saying here we go again with baseball. So football, NFL, you looking at what you gonna be worse than this. So MB, what's going on with baseball?
Right. It's the same thing in baseball, man. You had another group of team that had to postpone some games, right? Because they had players that tested positive for coronavirus. And so what makes me think, it's like, man, what is football smoking, right? To think that they can go ahead and play, have the season going on, because baseball is less contact sport. It's not a contact sport other than when somebody get hit on the head with a baseball bat, right?
They got a contact.
Exactly. So it makes me think, right, that if baseball is dealing with these issues, especially we just read about my man in Seattle, how he's trying to figure out a way to break the rules. How in the world do football think they got a chance? I just don't understand it. Because baseball, you got multiple games, so you can cancel one game, this and that, right? But football, you got one game a week, sometimes two when they squeeze it in when you got a short week. But how you expect to play, right, and prevent guys from Jericho's juice falling over, coronavirus falling over? I mean, how you expect to play, man, with this? It's just, to me, it's impossible. So when I look at baseball and what happened, Klew, it just made me think football, you ain't got a chance. You just don't have a chance.
Yeah. I was having that conversation today with my sister and my niece about football. But then when I was reading the article, the manager said he felt that it started from they were in the dining hall. And because it was close quarters in the dining hall. I said, once again, that's stupidity. Now, if y'all sitting that close in the dining hall that everybody going to get the coronavirus from the dining hall, what happened to masks? What happened to social distancing? That makes no sense to me.
But you look at it like this. But think about this, right? And we talk about it made no sense. It made no sense in football. Football, a close contact sports, O-line, D-line, right? They're banging all of it. They're going to be way closer than at the dining hall, right? And then
they got masks on, MB.
Huh?
Don't mask solve it.
You said what? What is?
Don't mask solve the whole situation. That keeps it at bay. Having your mask on.
Oh, child, please. Hey, ain't nothing gonna stop that, man. You talking about like, and then you look at what that University of Oklahoma had got 9 guys come back and report, and they got coronavirus, right? And you can't unless you laid up, unless you at Magic City, somebody getting a lap dance, right? You ain't gonna have that. There's nowhere else, right, that you're gonna have that type of close contact with other than football field, O-line, D-line. I don't see how they can possibly get it done this year.
So let me ask you this: what? Because I was talking about, I was talking to my sister and them again. How do you feel that like basketball is doing it? Basketball is getting it done,
right?
Bubble.
The only way they get it done because of the bubble.
But right,
bubble.
Do you think that could be duplicated? I was telling my sisters and them no, but just because financially.
Hey, hold on.
No, see it can. We came up with the
see how LB.
Go ahead, tell it.
Expose her right now. You see how change that name to Diva right now. Put it on there.
You tell she didn't even listen to the show, huh?
Yeah, it is. Not only is she going on other shows on, but she won't even watch our show.
Exactly. She didn't watch. Okay, Lou,
That's a lie.
tell her we already came up with the formula, right? We already came up with the
We don't figure this out.
already came up with the formula. What we still talking about it for? We should just go ahead, contact the people, let them pay us for a consulting fee to let them know how they can get this done.
Get it done, Diva. Because you've been working us, so you work them on behalf of us. We gonna split it. Hey, look,
I mean,
I like the comment you made. You said Magic City and the NBA pretty much the only people getting it done. So we need to talk to Magic City.
I don't think you need to talk to Magic City.
Listen, Sweet Lou came up out of there, came to the bubble, spent 10 days because they were being strict, but he passed every test. So Magic City is corona free.
Oh my God. Hey, Klew,
you making the case for everybody.
Klew.
What we need to do is go to Magic City.
They got the antidote over there. I don't know where they got in those wings. They got the antidote.
I'm trying to tell you. Listen, Adam Silver shouldn't be so tough on people now, man. He should allow guys to make the trip to Magic City because they have proven they know how to keep corona up out there established.
Hey, Klew.
And all them juices flying, you know.
Like I say, they corona free juice.
Oh Lord, we need to have another question. Oh man, hey, but no, hey, Klew, you're right. In regards, man, NBA is definitely doing it the right way. You know, they're definitely doing it the right way, and the only way you can get it done, like you and I talked about on the previous show, is we came up with two things. One, we should do a bubble based on division, Shelly. So you got the NFC East, AFC East, and you have those teams.
Everybody going to Dallas. Y'all gonna stay in the same place.
Well, they pick a place.
Correct. Put it
in the divisions. They have them all pockets throughout the United States, right?
Right.
And then from there, then whoever wins that, then boom, you go ahead and go to playoffs from there, and then you do another bubble somewhere else, right? And take on the process. But
so as you switch bubbles, you got to quarantine before you get to the next bubble.
No doubt.
That's
unless
14 days.
Well, no, unless you go right from the winners, boom, you go right to the next bubble, right?
Right.
And you just keep it going that way. And I think that's probably the best way. And then the other suggestion I came up with was like,
really? What? Tell me about it.
707. Have a 707 tournament, right? All the skill, and you can have a skilled people 707, and then you have a O-line, you have a big boy 707, right? People will pay to watch to see that. If they watch that Ice Cube 3-on-3 basketball, they'll watch the 707.
Yeah.
When y'all
I'm telling you, then you can play more games in a week, right?
Oh, you can get all 17 in. You can get it in. You play 3-5 games a week, to be honest.
You can get it in. I guarantee you, right? Somebody gonna steal that idea.
Like I told Michael before we switched to the playoffs, I was telling Michael, who gets to choose who's the 7-on-7? Were you going with the highest paid? You going with the popular?
What you mean? For each team. Each team.
But
they coaches.
The coaches, right?
Yeah.
What
that's an issue. You talking about
that's an issue?
No, we ain't gonna be upset.
How we talking about? What
what it is anyway.
Right.
It's like that anyway.
Okay, what about what about like I'm paying a lot. You paying me a lot. How can you justify paying me that? And it's just like a 7-on-7 once a week. I don't think that the coaches will go for.
We worried about these TV contracts because that's where the money coming from. So NBA is thinking, where can we get the biggest dollar, from? And we saying we can give you more than 17 games. But
Exactly.
And everybody make their money.
That's called arena football.
No. See, that's the difference. We taking arena out of it. Dudes, they tell you that arena football, hey, you hit that wall, good Lord, right?
Look. They say you better patent the idea. Like I said, y'all better go be consultants and make some cheddar around.
Hey, those are two ways. No, we ain't doing arena football. We going Dallas. We got some domes, right? We're going in the bubble. We're going to Atlanta. We're going to these places got dome. We getting this thing done.
Okay,
and places that colleges are pretty much close together, so you can utilize those stadiums because it's football. So it's just it's too tough.
Okay. Y'all go ahead, patent that idea. Keep it moving. What we got?
Hey, listen, and here we go. Speaking a lot about this bubble, man. It's showtime. It's playoff time. This is
playoffs. Come on, playoffs.
Yeah,
playoffs. Come on, we're talking about playoffs.
This is actually
playoffs.
The time where we really become basketball fans. And guess what? This is Kawhi time. This is what he sits, he game manages for all year long. Play hit 35, 40 games a year.
Right.
Just this time right here. So Kawhi go from being part-time, full-time, little H-Town in there. Throw y'all back. He's going from a part-time to a full-time player right now.
Oh, you're right, man, because really, I really haven't heard about Kawhi Leonard doing this whole restart thing.
That's all right. Sit back. It's coming.
But
it's
Klew, it was an article though talking about how him and Paul George,
yeah,
how they was doing like training chemistry on their own, doing the whole COVID-19. So you're right. They setting the stage for him to make his court approval right now.
MB, think about it. That's the most they ever played together. So of course they were, man, what you wanted, man. MB is like us talking through route combinations. How we gonna pull off? Like you gonna get number 2, I'm gonna get the number 3. We do that every day. Well, what if I just showed up every third week? Right. I showed up every third week. It's like starting all over with me again.
No doubt. And that's the thing. They try to work on that chemistry. But I think they told me Lou Williams, right? They told me that he kind of took ownership of it. And so he told them, hey man, just go to Magic City. We got it.
There it is. Hey, that is called team building.
that's all he did. He said, I got a solution for it.
Event.
Wait, y'all need to make Magic City a sponsor because y'all really
No, they already got a sponsor.
What we need to do first, Ellie, we need to go down and tour the facilities, make sure that we are on the same page.
No.
Hey, you the one who brought it up. I'm just going to talk about what we need to do before we start letting them sponsor. We need to pick, the lineup. You said who gonna pick the 7.
I'm talking
Me and MB I'm gonna pick 5. I'm gonna let MB get 2.
He's funny, man.
I'm gonna pick the lineup.
We talking about y'all. We talking about the flavors of wings. That's what we talking about the lineup.
Los Angeles Lakers, man, versus the Portland Trailblazers. MB, I'm gonna tell you right up front.
I know who you got.
It's a no-brainer, but this is what's tripping me out, man.
What's tripping you up?
A lot of folks are picking us to lose. They forgetting this is an 8th seed. Like once upon a time, this was a cupcake game. Now all of a sudden, it's so much hate out there in the world for these Lakers fans, for that purple and gold. They talk that you got three or four top-notch basketball analysts talking about we gonna take a L. We getting them out of there in 6, man.
Well, here's the thing, right? I agree the Lakers gonna win, but unfortunately, this is not a typical 8th seed, right? Portland. No, here I'm gonna tell you why, right?
Please do.
Portland right now, they had 2 major injuries, right, throughout the season that affect their season. The one guy who just lost his grandma, right? He just lost his grandma. He had 22 points last night and 21 rebounds, right? The big man. So they have both of their big men out of commission, right? And then on top of that, right, is a shortened season, obviously. Damian Lillard is a beast.
Really?
I mean, what's his name? Damian. Right?
Yeah,
Lillard. Yeah.
Dame the AMB. I'm gonna make it short and easy for you. Dame Dollar. That's
Dame
what
Dollar. I don't know what's up. So Dame Dollar. Hey, what's up, Ari? Ari Stan, that's my boy. So Dame Dollar, he just got voted MVP of the restart.
Absolutely.
He's a bad man. Right there.
That Brooklyn game, that was
then Carmelo Anthony, right? Hey, he's trying to find his rhythm again. And then also he got the bet. You talking about the dime, you got CJ, the other guard who's a beast. They're the second scoring combination in the NBA. So to me, it's not your typical AC. They should not be AC because of injuries and whatnot. They're in the AC, right? So then that's why it's not a typical just a cakewalk for the Lakers, right? And then on top of that, Klew, even though the Lakers are home field of number 1 seed, and for that you think home field advantage, well, this whole bubble thing wipes all of that out.
See, Shelley, that was what I was arguing with you about.
It all out.
About a month and a half ago, I argued with you that we needed the ball both halves.
No doubt.
Every quarter.
I agree.
Hey, we needed a 5-point lead or something. Like now, all that comes into play. We get nothing for it.
It gets nothing.
But you just said that you just said that y'all gonna win regardless. So if y'all that good, y'all don't need all that.
Well, I said we're gonna win in 6. Yeah, I'm not worried. I'm still gonna argue this point.
But you don't need all that.
But I'm just saying.
Argue with you though. This point,
right. being number 1 seed or being a higher seed really don't make anything. Well, I mean, what you get, more Gatorade or something?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Oh no, I know what you get.
LeBron and AD need 6 fouls.
I know what you get, Klew, for being the top seed. You get some wings.
We going. Hey, you imagine us now holding the trophy? What we gonna say? Where we going? We already at Disney, so we gotta go somewhere else. We gotta go somewhere else.
I'm gonna have to go lay at the altar. I'm having too much fun. He took comfort food to a whole new level, man. I know he lost his granddad. I'm not making light of that, man. But he took comfort meal to a whole new level.
We gonna get off this pick. MB, who you going with? You gonna go with all the 3 or 4 basketball analysts that picked Portland? You going with them? Go ahead.
No. I'm going with the Lakers, man.
I'm going with Portland.
I think
Portland.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Hey, Klew, I'm going with the Lakers, man. And LeBron, we trust that AD right now. I think it's going to be some matchup issues on both sides of the, because with those guards they have, that's the Lakers' weakness as far as perimeter guard. Their guards ain't playing D like that, right? But Portland kryptonite is they can't play. They're not playing good defense
at all.
So,
at all. Everybody going off on them.
Why is it gonna be in 6 if Portland's not playing no good defense?
Well, I mean, just the fact they can score.
Why not?
They got scores.
Yeah,
they got scores. And that point guard they got is a grown man.
Come on, Todd. Let's go, Portland.
Hey, Dame Dollar averaging about 40, Shelley. That's why they gonna.
That's why. And TJ can play too, and they're starting to get their rhythm back and whatnot. And Lakers, the question mark with Lakers, they don't have the depth. They don't have the bench. You know.
All right. Next matchup out west is the Clippers and the Mavericks. Now, see, to me, MB, this one very interesting. Now, I'm going to go with the Clippers, y'all, but I'm going with the Clippers in 7, man. Yeah. The Mavericks going to take them all the way.
I think it's a good matchup on paper, but I'm going with the Clippers, man. Doc Rivers and Kawhi Leonard. You already said.
About Kawhi.
You say Kawhi. He been waiting for this moment. He ready to go. Yeah, this is what it's all about right here.
Oh yeah.
This is what gang for.
Oh good Lord.
But I think this is going to be the series, or that basically gets them to where they should have been during the season. Because of that, I believe they're gonna make a ton of mistakes. And right now, Luka and the boys, man, are the most efficient on offense. Watch this, MB, in NBA history.
Oh, wow.
History, not like for the season or for the Bulls 96 team or something like this, man. All the greatest offenses, which we think immediately to Golden State, they better than right now.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
So because of that, and because of
doing his homework,
Clippers haven't been locking down on defense like we've expected them to. Because of this, I think this game goes in 7, man. I think it goes to 7. I think they can barely pull it out.
Trey Burke, Columbus, Ohio, the beast right there.
Yeah. You know what, Klew? I understand what you're saying, and I understand stats that you did a great job of pulling up, but it's playoffs, man.
Okay.
It's a whole new level. And Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, right? Hey, Doc Rivers, right? Listen, they treated this whole like restart like a preseason game, right?
Okay.
They treated it like a whole little preseason game. All right, they already on little secret. Hey, look, we've been working hard on the sideline on other stuff we've been doing. They ready to go now.
Now let's
ready to go.
Okay,
hey,
but I'm gonna go back to Shelly. No, I'm gonna go back to her excuse.
Go back.
We in the bubble. Ain't no home field. Ain't no home court.
Hey, listen, they don't need one.
Wait. We got guys that now don't have to be scared playing on the road. Don't have that home crowd yelling down their throat.
Hold on.
You tournament, baby.
Hold on. Time out. Hey, Lou, I wish I could just slap you right now, right? We talking about the Clippers, man. When have the Clippers ever had
no respect for them? You know I'm a Laker. No respect.
Exactly. Hey, so when you think about fans, you don't even think about Clipper fans. You think about LA Lakers fans, right?
Period.
So
Lou, what you say? Period.
So K. Lou, they don't even care. They used to playing every game on the road, right?
They always on the road.
Different, right? So this is perfect for them. They're like, man, we now they got bandwagon fans since they got everybody back, right? They got Kawhi Leonard, all that. They got people coming, but they don't even care about that. These boys ready to play. And some of them, man, playing with a heavy heart. I'm telling you, not just Lou. We've been joking about Lou, but they got some other guys playing from a heavy heart, and man, they about to take care of business, man.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Todd? Man, my Coach Carpenter right there. That's my guy right there. How's Justin? Justin, his son is with the inaugural team at Florida Memorial, MB.
Oh, nice. My man, Ice Harris, baby.
Ice
Harris.
Ice, baby.
Ice. Hey, Todd, you right. Todd said, I don't want to slap you, man. You may slap me back. He slapped you when you slapped him. You laid hands on Todd, man. What you
I don't remember that. I think Todd just clowned it, man. That ain't no way.
Yeah, my man, Ice Harris, man, doing the thing for the Memorial.
Yeah, his son playing quarterback over there in their first season. So it's and you know Ice too as well, MB. Yeah. Was he was on the staff at least 1 year with you?
Yeah, he was on the staff at University of Miami.
But how many years with you?
2, 3?
2 years?
About 2, 3? No, 3 years. Yeah.
Oh wow, okay, yeah. So yeah, 3 years with the.
Okay.
Yeah. Randy brought him on. No, he good people, man.
Good people, right. Coach.
A great coach, man.
Yeah, great coach.
Wow. So look. Oh, he said I was killing a spider, because I'm like hitting somebody.
He said he told you let him bite me the next time.
Yeah, I'm trying to save your life around here. You know,
you do got those heavy hands.
LB, that could have been a brown recluse right here. We would have been reading about it.
Hey, K-Lou, you do got those heavy hands. You should have been a boxer. You look like a boxer.
Hands darn small. They fat, but they little. I don't know if I could have did enough damage. So, hey, we going to keep it moving. Denver Nuggets 3-6 matchup. Denver Nuggets and the Utah Jazz.
Now, this is the matchup that I'm talking about, okay? Not the Clips versus the Mavs. This game right here, man, is a coin toss right here, man. I'm telling you. Coin toss?
He said a coin toss. A coin toss right
Subject verb agreement.
Hey, you ain't gonna get back on our show mistreating us.
Hey,
that was not
coin toss right here, man.
I'm trying to get y'all back.
Hey, these two guys, these two teams right here, K-Lou, hey, they bought that business, man. These teams, they play as a team. All right. These guys,
absolutely.
Man, I love it, man. I love the way they play. They compete. Oh my God, my boy Mitchell with the Jazz. All right, Rudy kissed the microphone, Goubert, right? Whatever.
Yeah. Hey, Rudy C is what I call him. Rudy Corona, baby. Rudy C.
Right. And then you talk about the Denver Nuggets, man. Michael Porter, man, he injected a new
I
life
told you.
to that team. They're
Hey.
a young team, and they're trying to hit all cylinders, man. I'm telling you, bro. Hey, this is the matchup. This is the game that you don't want to miss between these two teams.
Listen, I don't think it's gonna be as close as you talking about.
Who you got? Who you
Hey,
got?
this thing gonna be 4-1. Denver finna run these boys out of the gym. Denver gonna run these boys out of the gym. I'm gonna talk like this. Michael Porter Jr., Bobo, Murray, and Jokic. There's no matchup for damn name I just named on the other side.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You're right.
They can't check them. This is a 5-game series. 4-1.
Klew, you right? Hold on, pause.
Conley just left the bubble for the birth of his son.
Oh, my man, Conley. That hurts.
Conley just left the bubble for the birth of his son. So
you may be right now, Klew.
He got 14 days.
No, they got 10 days.
They ain't have but two. Hey, they ain't have but two in a possible. Meaning Mike Jr. and Donovan Mitchell. The possible was Rudy C. So I like who gonna match up with them guys I just named, man.
What do you say? Where they do that at?
5-1, man. They gonna win game 2.
Hey,
and they gonna win 3 more.
I'm taking it back. I'm taking it back.
Take back.
I forgot. I'm back. You're
I
right.
don't even care about Conley. He wasn't gonna be a fact. Listen, do y'all see what Michael Porter Jr. doing, man? I told you this before. I'm gonna keep repeating it till y'all jump on board. A young Kevin Durant. Remember, I keep telling y'all that boy running around like a guard. He's 6'10", though, MB.
Oh wow,
that's what you don't know. He just look like he's small. 6'10".
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
no doubt. Hey, and then one thing about him, because last year, right, he basically had a red shirt year, came in the league, dealt with the injury. They did a great job not trying to force him back. All right, sit out the year, let him get right, and with this whole restart, man, he restarted on fire.
Actually 2 years out.
Was it 2 years?
Wow.
Yeah, he got hurt. And they did his surgery. Remember, he had a back issue. He had a knee issue.
First year. No,
back, right. He had a back issue.
This is second or third year.
It's his third year.
I thought it was his second year. No,
he's saying it's his third.
I know that's what he said. I thought it was 2.
Right, right. Because they never fixed him up. They didn't fix him up properly in college, so they sat him. And then last year, he was practicing with the team, but they wouldn't allow him to play. He was dying last year.
Right.
And I was seeing him. They was showing some film of him in practice, and I'm like, boy. So I'm terrified of Denver. I'm just letting y'all know that. Not this year, but from next year following, boy, I'm gonna keep my mouth closed when I'm talking to grown folks out there in Denver, man. I'm telling y'all.
Hey, and then the other dude,
all of them young.
Right, and then what's the my boy Bobo, right?
Oh, that's what I'm telling you.
He's doing good.
I'm terrified of what their future looks like, y'all. And listen, me and my brother had this conversation 2 years ago when they got Michael Porter Jr. I said they're gonna be a problem because Jokic and look at this, y'all. Game about the first 3 games, guess what they was letting Jokic play?
What?
Point guard.
Oh yeah, he said, "Hey,
brings the ball down, yo."
Bro, hey, Klew, he's one of the best passing men in the league. He can pass the ball. He does a great job, man.
I don't want to see them next year and the year after that and the year after that. Listen, man, I'm telling you, I want to see them. Okay, here's the matchup, MB.
Talk to me.
That's been to hurt everybody's feelings. This Houston Rockets OKC matchup, a matchup that before the year, we didn't think Chris Paul was gonna stay there. We was talking about when that trade happened. Oh, he finna demand a trade.
Yeah.
Right.
Chris Paul might be one of the best professionals. And watch this. I ain't even say basketball players, but one of the best professionals we've ever seen in sports. Because that guy took a horrible situation. And they finna get out of this. I think they beat these boys 4-3. This game go to 7. Guess what they saying about my guy Russ, man? They saying Russ may not play none of these games.
Right.
in this first series.
Yeah, he's dealing with the quad injury, and knew obviously with him, without him being in there, because they changed their whole entire offense just to fit him, you know. And so with him not being part of the puzzle, I mean, obviously James Harden, he could play, but other guys got to step up. But yeah, he definitely can shoot. But I mean, but they went small ball because of Russ. They went small ball. So now with him not on the court, that offense doesn't look the same.
MB, but they still small. But you know, Houston. I mean, OKC beat them with Russ 3 out of the 4 times they done played already.
I understand.
I just think this is a bad look. This is a bad matchup for Houston. I think they take a first round knockout, man. They going home, and I'm a Houston. Listen, I love James Harden. I love to see him play, but I gotta go against my guy, man. Right now, I don't think he can carry them like he would. Like he's gonna have to play like Dame Dollar, man. He's gonna have to hit 50 and 60 a night for them to have a chance to.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm with you on this, Klew. I definitely agree 110%. With Chris Paul and just right now, the Thunder just a better team right now because Houston, you know, they traded away the big man. They just don't have the depth and they can't compete. I mean, they basically put all the chips on the table saying we're playing small ball, right. Russell and Harden, which you can't blame them. I would have did the same thing, right? But unfortunately, man, injuries are part of the game, and unfortunately, they're gonna take that L, baby.
Now, Shelly, you gonna have to help us with this matchup. We going east finally. Like I don't care nothing about whatever's over here because I don't think it matters either way. But we gotta be fair and talk about it. The first matchup, 1 and 8, is Milwaukee Bucks and Orlando Magic. So, Shelly, this question for you: who play for the Magic? Now, watch this, Shelly. The answer you just gave, I'm gonna get the same one. I don't know who played there either. Mike, go ahead and talk about this because it's a one-sided conversation.
I mean, obviously, Milwaukee one of the best records in the league prior to the bubble. But the restart, what happened with the restart, man? I think they were like 3 and 5. Been very disappointing.
They were horrible. They've been horrible,
right? Yeah. And you ask like, far as the supporting cast, other than the Freak. I mean, the Freak shows up; he came ready to play. But obviously, Middleton got to step up and be a consistent. Lopez got to step up and be a consistent. These teams specialize on playing team ball, right? Or 4-on-1 in that sake. So they got to step up and make stuff happen. But right now, they've been playing real ball. And I don't know. They're not the type of team that can say, well, you know what? We're going to treat this restart as like a preseason game and then we're ready to go wake up in a playoff. They're not built that way, you know? They're not built that way. And so they got to take every game serious. The defense have been sloppy and whatnot. They're just not playing good team ball. So even though they're number 1 seed, they're going to get past Orlando. Orlando had an injury. One of the top guys who could defend.
Name it, MB. Name names, MB, because you talk about a team that don't nobody know about. I don't know nobody play there either, but you name names now.
All right.
Let me read some names. You got to read about them.
Exactly. Hey, I had to go follow up, make sure. My man Jonathan Isaac.
Now watch this. We just went down the whole West and we named players and talked about the strengths and weaknesses. We get the first Eastern Conference matchup and we don't know nobody on one of the teams. And I live in watch this, MB, and I live here. The only time I don't went to Magic games was to watch the other team, except for when my big bro Chucky Atkins used to play there. That's the only time I do them jokes. Yeah.
Well, I know, hey, right here. Oh, somebody right here. My girl Ash, my niece right here. She got roll call. She
just did.
No.
She just Googled them first.
No. Hey, Klew, trust me. I'm trying to get her on the show right now. She's supposed to join it. She'll basketball. She'll walk in the encyclopedia.
Ashley, stop it. You know everybody but them. Stop it. She gonna have to prove to me she know the Magic. Now anybody else, I want to go
swept right now.
I'll go with
the swept.
She said no, though. She know ball. So yeah,
she do.
I don't know how you know ball and you know them, so you don't know ball.
Tell him, Ashley. Get him off you, Ashley.
Come on.
Hey, if she know ball, she supposed to know them.
Hey, Klew, you know, hey, listen, you know how it is when you love the game. Like, Ashley, a referee.
She ref.
She's a ref. Hold on, we gotta hold on, Kayla. Our niece is single. We need a nice Christian man. Let me tell you a little bit more about Ashley.
No.
Let me tell you.
Let's start off. She don't work at Magic City, so that's
No,
not at all.
She does not work at Magic City.
Tell her about it. Tell her, Shell. Tell her, Shell.
She's a beautiful black queen.
No doubt. Well,
she is multifaceted.
Well, come on now.
She's a graduate of Xavier.
All right. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
She's an all-American basketball player.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, she is.
Hey, look.
She hard in the paint.
No.
She's hard in the paint. She's beautiful.
Hey, hold on,
She's beautiful. She is single. She's no kids, and she's got a good job. She loves the Lord.
She'll cross you. Hey, she'll cross you up first, boy.
Hey, Klew, she's a beast on the court, but a lady off the court. How can we say?
Hey, stop, MB, because you think about old songs.
I was trying to make it work. Hey, Klew, but I'm just saying, hey, she's a ride or die. She
Shelly, he finna start singing Usher in a minute. So let's get him off right now. You better hush him up before he say something. Hey, Toronto game 2, man. Matchup 2. Toronto number 2 against the Brooklyn Nets. This one's an easy win, man. I've been telling y'all been sleeping on Toronto. This has been my pick from the beginning of all this. Coming up out of the East, I ain't care nothing about Milwaukee. This is the true number 1. MB, you talking about playing team ball?
No doubt.
Oh my gosh, these boys just show up. They get her done, and let's remember this. They won it last year, so they defending champs. And guess what seed they were last year as defending champs? Number 2.
No doubt. So,
without Kawhi, ain't nothing fell off. Nick Nurse, man, coach of the year. You know, I think he's had an amazing effect on what Toronto's doing out there. Brooklyn, they're a year away, man. When Kyrie and KD get back, this is going to be a whole different conversation. But right now, MB, it's Toronto easy.
Yeah, Jonathan says Raptors, they're going to sweep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I would. Hey, JC, what's going on, baby? I'm glad you tuned in again to our teammate,
man. Klew, hey, look, don't take the bait because he said Raptors sweep. But what he said about your Lakers? I got
Portland. He got Portland. Yeah, hey, listen, man.
So I don't know if you glad he tuned in.
It's a lot of haters out there, man. A lot of haters, MB. Who likes a winner, man? That wins decade after decade. Listen, listen.
I know who likes the winner. Winner, chicken dinner, Magic City.
I need you to stop laughing. Keep going.
We're going to go to 3-6 matchup. Boston Celtics and Philadelphia 76ers. I thought this matchup was going to be a good one, but with the exit of Ben Simmons, hey man, I think Boston beats them in 6, man. I think Philly finds a way to win 2 games, man. But I mean, it's gonna be close.
Yeah, and then you talking about Joe Embiid. I mean, is he gonna play or he gonna have an IV on the sideline? I mean, this Joe could stay hurt, man. You know, you don't have Ben Simmons, right? Here's another team, right, that's committed to their type of ball, right? They put money. This is what they want to do. They traded. They went to the big ball game, right? They got Ben Simmons who can't shoot a 3. They got Al Horford, right?
Playing in the paint. Horrible pick.
Yeah. So to me, you're right. I think right now, obviously on paper, you talk about the classic, the Boston and the Philly. You know, that was an instant classic back in the day with
back in the day.
Dr. J, right? Moses Malone, all right, Maurice Cheeks, all those guys. Big yeah, you know. All right, well, hey,
come on. He's taking to Allen Iverson.
Hey, I was a big Sixers fan, man, with Dr. J, man. You know, so I think the Boston, like my man CJ say, man, Boston in 5, man.
Boston in 5.
Because Josh Tatum, boy from Duke, right?
Jason.
Yeah, Jason. What did I say,
Hey, Josh.
I'll mess up a name in a minute. Tatum, right? Hey, good player, man. He's ready to go. All right, I think they're just a better team. They got more firepower right now. And then Walker right now, he's been hurt. Now he's starting to get in his groove. All right, I think, man, they're just gonna win. I think they're gonna win in 5.
I'm with you too. I think this is gonna be an easy one. I think 6. I think Philly will steal 2. They got a lot of heart. They'll steal 2. But that ain't saying nothing in basketball, Shelly. You know what I'm saying? Me and LB could put together a team that could steal 2. I'm not talking about us 2 in it. I'm saying we the NBA guys to steal 2 games. That's what I'm talking about. Indiana, last but not least in the East, Indiana Pacers versus the Miami Heat. Now we had a Heat.
Hot Heat.
High Heat.
I love the Heat. Heat is another team that's really close. I look at them like Toronto. You know, I know all of it. Obviously, they got Jimmy Butler, right? But Jimmy's not like a big name. So I look at them just like I look at Toronto and saying they're really a bunch of just tough, gritty guys that get it done, that play well together, sell out on defense, move the ball well on offense. I think the 2 scariest teams in the East to me are Toronto and Miami. MB.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We're going with we just going with the Heat.
I think this is another when we talk about the matchup. We talk
sleepers.
When you talk about Utah, right, and you talk about the matchup between Utah and Denver, I see this being that type of matchup as well. When you talk about Indiana and the Heat, because both these teams are great team oriented teams. You know, I mean, they play great team ball. Excuse me. And when you talk about Butler and you talk about Bam, who's an all-star as well, and you talk about the way with a Pat Riley type, Eric type coach team where they emphasize great offense and defense, a complete team. And Indiana is the same way, you know. And my boy Warren, right, who's been a rival to him and Jimmy Butler, got some heat. Warren opened up Klew. He was the guy that had 53 points at the restart, you know, and I think he averaged like over 30 points a game, so he's on there. And then the main guy who came back from injury, I forgot his name. So, and then you got Miles Turner right there in the paint as well. So I think this is going to be another classic. I think it's going to be a great between that matchup on the West and this matchup on the East. To me, these are the 2 best first round games, including your Lakers and versus Portland. I'll go with those 3 games.
I'm going to disagree with that, and I think my boy IMAX agrees too, because he's saying they're going to win it in 6. I think they're going to sweep them. I honestly don't think this is going to be that interesting because the Heat plays hard every night. They are those type of teams. I'm telling you, Toronto and the Heat are the type of teams that if you leave them sticking around and they're having a bad night, if they stay too close, in the last 3-4 minutes of that quarter, they're going to pull it out. So because of that, and they never give up, they ain't never one of them teams pulling out their starters in the 4th saying, we throwing up the white flag unless it's really out of the way. So I think they're going to keep it close, man. And those 2 games that you feeling like Indiana going to win, I think it's going to go down to where the Heat pulling it out by 1, the Heat pulling it out by 3. And that's going to end up being a sweep. But I really love the Heat. I'm just a Heat fan and a Toronto fan from the standpoint of making a lot of noise in this East.
Yeah. I mean, you look at it, but no, I think it's going to – I agree with IMAX. It's going to be 6 and possibly 7, man. I think it's going to be a great game, man. It's going to be a great content. I disagree with that, man, because both of those teams are well coached. They're both similar. All right, they remind you of back in the day with the New York Knicks versus the Miami Heat when Pat Riley and Van Gundy, those guys getting together, and I see this type of matchup between these 2 teams, man.
Right.
Wow. Well, Shelly, you got anything to close us out? Because this was a long basketball, boy. I knew we'd go pretty long with this basketball because it's playoff time. It's showtime.
It's playoffs.
Well, we get a pass because it's playoffs.
Right.
I'm excited. It's great to be back. Great to watch some basketball. Great to see if we're going to do anything with this coronavirus. If the ball going to keep moving, what they going to do. So I'm excited. Happy to be back. And go Portland.
Well, we already know what the Big Ten gonna do. They done shut it down, and everybody else need to be listening.
Hey Lou, you see, speaking of Big Ten, man, the quarterback from Ohio State Fields, right? He's trying to protest, right? He's filing a complaint for the fact that they postponed the season.
Hey,
he's
watch this.
To get down the plate.
Listen, I said this when they my brother and I had this conversation as soon as when that happened. The two loudest voices you heard from a player standpoint was who? Justin Fields and who else? Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, quarterback.
If we ain't gonna compete for this first pick of the draft on the field, we gonna go compete for this thing off the field. This is how you compete for the number one pick of the NFL draft. Justin keeps sending out tweets, baby. Every day I have 10. Hey, if I was him, I'd call Sharon, who helps us out here, and say, Sharon, program 25 tweets a day. So these NFL GMs and team presidents know I'm for real around here. No, it ain't playing a lick this year.
That's good. That was good.
Yeah, that's good. Man, you know what? But and I agree with you. They definitely have that going on. But I think both of those guys, man, they want to win that championship, man. From what I see with both of them, they want.
They want $1,000. I agree with you.
But I think those guys, man, they don't have to play.
It's called with the first pick of the 2021 NFL draft. The Jacksonville Jaguars select. Listen,
they don't have to play.
Jacksonville Jaguars select is what they compete for. That's the only championship them boys compete for. If you believe anything else, boy, what they say it'll be, we got some swamp land in Florida to say.
That ain't right. Klew, you ain't right.
Hey, we love y'all ballers. We appreciate y'all coming through. Holla at us Wednesday night. We'll be here again. And Diva will be back with us, man.
I am not a diva.
Hopefully.
My plan is to be back.
Hey, if we can get three shows in a row, I'll pull the name off you.
Hey, Klew, she gotta have special water. She gotta have a feet massage. I got one of my kids massaging her feet down here. She gotta have everything.
Lies you tell. Lies you tell. I'm a wife and a mother and got things to do.
Hey, she go hard in the paint, just like our niece Ashley. That Ashley is a great girl. She's an awesome girl. She's great people.
They got online dating sites for that. Hey, we love y'all for MB and Klew and Shelly. And again, Shelly, not that day LB put down.
Sugar.
We love y'all and we are gone.
All right. Love you guys, man. Y'all take care.
Peace.
Great job, Klew.